Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're back with another video. Today, man, we're gonna be going ahead and doing a tier list of all the future stars cards that we have right here, all 30 of them. So we're gonna be going through the 4 categories. I got a best, great, good, and okay. Most of this is just based off of stats. I haven't played with any of these guys yet, and so I'm doing this tier list before I play with them. Then once I play with all the cards, we're gonna see if we want to readjust that tier list at all. First, we're gonna look at AL East because it's the first division that you can look at. We're gonna look at all 5 of these cards' stats, and then we're gonna go ahead and rank them. Now, we have Gunnar Henderson, good contact, good power, good defensive stats, and 77 speed, so not bad. Shortstop. We got Mr. Bello, 4 pitches, 2 fastballs. Not a good pitcher. Sorry, just isn't. Then we have Oswald, who looks good. Righty, shortstop again. High contact as well. 87 speed, good fielding. Because I think all you need is 80 power technically for a perfect fly ball to be like a home run. I think basically just what I've heard from like other content creators and like streamers talk about. So this guy, you're gonna get more speed. With Gunnar, you get more power. So kind of depends what you want there. Now we have Josh Lowe here, who has good power, decent power, right? Great fielding, good speed in the outfield. And then we have Martinez, who again looks really solid, but great power, pretty good contact, you know. So okay, so now we have the 5 here. Honestly, I think Gunnar, we put him in the best category. Bello goes to okay, but anyways, so as we then go with Oswald, I think Oswald is great because again, I don't think he's better than Gunnar. I know you could switch out, you know, basically you get more speed here and less power. I prefer power more, so that's why we're putting him in best. And then we have Josh Lowe, who I put him in great, and for me, Martinez looks like one of the best third basemen. So now we're looking at Mr. Michael Harris. We see great contact, low on the power, which is tough. Great fielding, good speed. We have Khalil Watson, who looks absolutely fantastic. The speed is up there at 93 speed, beautiful, and 86 fielding. And I think when you compare, Khalil Watson and Oswald are pretty similar, but I'll take a little bit more speed, and you even get a little bit more power. So you get a little bit more power, and you get a little more speed with this guy. So then you have Brett Beatty, who looks, oh, I'm sorry. I said Martinez was the best third baseman. I think Brett Beatty's the best third baseman. Super high contact, great power. Bryson Stott. Now I'm really curious specifically about this card. Depending on his swing, he might even hit better and hit for more power than what his card says anyways, but not. And then we have Brady House, who obviously has the best name. Great contact, good power, good fielding, speed at 69 and whatnot. So a decent card as well. So we're gonna go ahead and put Michael Harris in good. He's definitely way worse than Josh Lowe. It's not even a comparison. Khalil Watson, for my personal opinion, I put him up here. I think he just has a little bit of an edge over Oswald again, and I think that's why he's up there. And I think Oswald's really close to being one of the best. Give him that. Brett Beatty, again, one of the best third basemen, put him up here. I'm gonna put Bryson here in great, but it is possible that he could work his way up to best. I'm just curious with his power being lower, but with his contact being so high that he makes up for the lack of power with his swing in general. And then Brady House, I think, again, very solid card, but he's shortstop and he's not better than Khalil Watson or Gunnar Henderson in my personal opinion. The next cards we have is the AL Central, and we got some good cards in here. Now also, I just want to say that my opinion is very due to change once I start playing with these cards. It's very possible that they will change. Cespedes looks good, man. He has good power. The contact is, you know, in the 80s. It's not bad. Good fielding and 84 speed. So then you have George here, lefty. Really high power against righties, great contact, right? The fielding's pretty solid. Speed a little low. You know, I mean, he's got 5 pitches. I don't really love it. I don't really love this pitcher either. And then we got Nick, who first base, looks great. Power, great. Fielding, great. Good contact. Austin Martin, he's kind of like Bryson Stott again. Really high contact. Power is okay on one side, right? It hits that 80 mark, and the other one doesn't, but good fielding, good speed, and versatile. He can play a bunch of different positions, as he can play all the outfield, third base, and shortstop. Cespedes, I think Cespedes is gonna reach into that best category. Really like the way his card looks. Outfielder, to me, he looks better than Josh Lowe. Now Josh Lowe might play better. He looks better than Josh, so I'm putting him in best. He just looks better. Didn't really love it, so he goes in the okay section as well. He goes in the great. All right, pretty solid first baseman. Austin also gonna go into there. As you can see, we got Pete. Really high contact, power's low, fielding great, speed good. We have Austin Hendricks, who has great power, but the contact's a little bit lower than all the other cards with great power. I mean, if we look at him versus if we look at George at least has 97 contact up there. And, well, I guess he has 84 and 88 too, huh? Yeah, but 84 and 88 still higher than 87, 81. Although, this is a really good card. Okay, so now I'm kind of having some second thoughts of maybe George is just the best. This card is basically like the Cespedes card, but he's left-handed, and honestly, he has more power. So honestly, Austin might even be better than Cespedes. But anyways, then we have super high contact. The power is okay, but he could get to that 80 limit. So there's a possibility too, when he's parallel 5, he then becomes like one of the best outfielders, because he'll hit that threshold anyways. Henry Davis, good catcher, 75 fielding. And then Mr. Wynn, good contact, low power, great fielding and speed, but the low power is just gonna drop him a little bit, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and rank these guys now. The next 5, Pete, I think he goes into good. Now Hendrick, I put him here. Now the reason I'm gonna keep Cespedes up here is because at least he's a center fielder. Hendrick is a right fielder, so even though they're similar, I still have Cespedes, in my opinion, clearly better than Josh Lowe as a center fielder. I think Garrett Mitchell goes in great, but if he's a parallel 5 and you get that 80 power, he works his way into best. But as of right now, I think he's in great. Henry Davis, personally, I think he's in great. Do believe there's a few catchers better than him that we'll see later on. And Wynn, again, just don't have the power, so he goes into good. We have Corey Lee, catcher, can play first and third, versatile like that. We have Reed Detmers, who looks interesting, little low on the home runs per 9 at 84. Are the speeds a little too similar? Someone's gonna be able to get used to him. I don't fully know. And then we have Shea, who has great power, good contact, great fielding. Obviously, you're lacking in the speed department with him. All right, and then we got Matt Brash, who has a slider and a slurve. If he had like a sinker, he'd be really, really solid, but really he has 2 fastballs, 2 breaking balls that go the same way. He doesn't have another breaking ball to go the other way like a sinker. Interesting. And 81 hit home run per 9. Very low. And then we have Justin, second base, 107, 112, high contact, 82 fielding. You know, you're lacking the speed a little bit, but great hitter, top hitter. I'm gonna put Corey Lee in great. He could possibly work his way into best. That is very possible. Reed, he's gonna go into good. Definitely better than these pitchers, but I don't know if he's gonna be great. I don't know. Shea, again, putting him in great. Matt Brash, putting him in good. Again, I think he's worse than Reed. He's a little bit less than Reed, but he's definitely better than these guys in my opinion. And then Justin, best. He looks absolutely fantastic. We're gonna have the NOS, so let's go look at those stats, baby. So Diamondbacks pitcher, as we look, 2 fastball, slider, curveball, circle change. No, I'm all right. You know, contact's decent, great power, great fielding, 48 speed. But the best thing about this man, he's a switch hitter. Being a switch hitter is absolutely fantastic, so that's gonna raise him even more. Now, Bobby Miller is clearly the best pitcher. He's got a sinker, he's got a fastball with outlier, he's got a slider, a splitter, and a curveball, which is beautiful. 89 home run per 9. Which we like, in 102 hits per 9. Really, really solid. Like that card. Could be very dangerous. We have Luis, another catcher, good contact, great power, could also play first base. And then we got Joey Bart, great power, great fielding, 50 speed. So let's go ahead and rank these guys. We're gonna put him in okay. He's gonna go into best as a switch hitter. He's going into best. Where'd he go? Where the fluff did he just go? Oh, he went here. Sorry, sir. You're in the best. Luis is, in my opinion, going to be great. I'm a little biased with Joey Bart because I really love his gold card. I hit like 600 with his gold card. So I'm putting him as the best because I know his swing a little bit more than all the other guys. I think the one I'm mostly on the edge about possibly going to best is Corey Lee because he's so versatile, but I don't fully know. So now these are even reorganized. So basically, as the number 1 guy that I have, take it as you will, reordered all of them. I think Bobby is the best in my personal opinion. And then I think Michael is the second best being a switch hitter. Then I really like the Beatty card, Khalil Watson, Gunnar Henderson, blah, 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 blah. As you guys can see, this is kind of the order that I have. I think these 5 could possibly work their way up into best. So I think these 5 have the best chance to put themselves in the best. So that's kind of why I have that. And then I'm going to put Austin here over Nick just because of all the versatile positions that he can play in the really high contact, heavy on power, but not so heavy on the contact. I think these 2 are clearly better than even these 3. I think Reed is clearly better than Matt Brash. I think it's these 3. So yeah. And then also lastly, if there's any way that I can improve these tier list videos, or if you want to see more, let me know. Were you guys okay with me showing the stats, or would you rather me just rank them and not show you the stats? And I can do that, and that'll make it faster if that's what you guys want to see. But anyways, yeah. So I'll see you guys later for that Gunnar Henderson debut. And yeah, peace.